Hello, everyone. Good afternoon from England. Welcome to today's live stream, which will be IELTS speaking. Who is here? Send us a message in the comments if you're here. I don't think anyone is watching yet. As usual, I have our favorite co-host. Okay, co-host, are you ready to come on stage? Yeah? Okay, let's get you on. Oh, we have someone watching. I can get my microphone in a nice position. Let's get our co-host on.
Hello, Mr.
Hello. That's a strange configuration. We can do that one or that one. How are you this afternoon?
Good. And why am I called Father the Unicorn?
Wow, do you want to know? I went into the backstage studio. I wanted to send you a message to say, are you coming? Because then I saw I could change your name. So I thought it would be fun to change your name. Do you want me to change it back? What do you want to be called?
Barbara.
Our co-host?
Yes.
Okay, I can call you anything. Can you not change your name back?
No, I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah, I can call you anything. Look, let's see if it changes now. Does it change? There you go.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, because you had a unicorn picture, I thought you might want to be called a unicorn. Maybe not. Let's get the best view like that. So I can see one person watching. I don't know who it is. Can you tell us who are you? I talked to a few people on Hello Talk. Some new people said they might be interested in coming. All right, let's do our usual routine. Okay, so what do we usually do first?
Usually we do an IELTS presentation.
Yeah, a quick quiz in case anyone is new to IELTS. Maybe if you're not new, you might find it a bit boring, so you can maybe go for a walk for 5 or 10 minutes where we just introduce everything. Okay, this is me. I've been on my own journey through. I started teaching 16 years ago now, unbelievably. I've taught in many different countries: South Korea, China, Vietnam, France, this country I'm in now, England, and sometimes I go to other countries like Turkey and Philippines to teach online. Hello, sorry?
Well, I don't really see your presentation.
Oh, have I made another mistake? Why do I keep making these silly mistakes now? What did I do wrong, you know? I forgot to change the display.
Oh.
I was going on blah, 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 and no one could see what I was talking about. Yeah, it's hard for me to do two things at once. So I'll just go back to my classroom. Yeah, I was just saying where I've taught around the world. That's one of the exciting things about an English teacher. You can teach anywhere. Unfortunately, these days it's all online. Well, it's good in some ways, but not so good in other ways. Taught in all these countries, lost you only online. These are my qualifications. Okay, there's my YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe so we can grow and get you lots of new good videos. Okay, so IELTS, IELTS, independent elephants like to sing. Is that right?
No, it is International English Language Testing System.
Oh, the elephants will be disappointed. It's not about them. Let's have a look. Are you right? Yes, the International English Language Testing System. What is the scoring system?
The scoring system is from 0 to 9.
Yeah, good. What score is a good score?
6 to 9.
6+. Some people will be happy with a 5, but I think these days actually it's getting harder and harder, and generally people will want higher and higher scores from their students. Why do people study IELTS?
Just to get a certificate of their English level, or to study at a university in an English-speaking country, or to get a job in an English-speaking country, Mr. Chris.
Yeah, let's see what the computer says. Yes. Or I should add, really, also, you can study in other countries which are not English speaking, but it will be an English speaking course. But usually people like to study in English speaking countries. Can you give me an example of an English speaking country?
Well, UK, USA.
Yeah. So this is my country, England, where it all started. We started speaking English more than 1,000 years ago, and then we spread it around to USA, Australia, South Africa, etc. Yeah, just another question I should really add. What level English do we really need to start studying IELTS? Because it's not an easy exam, is it?
B2.
Good. Yes. What does that mean, B2?
It is a level of English like A1, A2, C1, C2.
Yeah, this is the European framework levels, I believe, or the Cambridge levels, going from A1 all the way up to C2. B2 is classified as upper intermediate level. Here you should have a good grasp of English, and you should be able to cope speaking English in most situations. Though your English will be by no means perfect, it will be a good level for at least survival.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so what are the different kinds of IELTS tests?
They are 4 different kinds of IELTS. Oh, sorry, what am I talking about?
I don't know. It's so many numbers. I get confused sometimes as well.
The different kinds of IELTS tests are general and academic.
Yeah, it'd be interesting with the 4 different kinds. You were thinking of the 4 different skills, weren't you? General and academic. And what's the difference between general and academic?
Well, academic is more suitable for those who want to study at a university, more difficult reading and writing.
Yes, it's a bit more difficult. Most of my students want the academic one, and that's usually what we do. But it's the same for speaking, actually, so we don't have to worry today. But if we do a reading or a writing live stream, it will be different. Usually I will do the academic, but maybe one day I will do a general English reading or writing section. What is the format of the IELTS exam? This is where you talk about 4 things, I think.
So we have speaking, listening, reading, and writing.
Yeah, let's just get the computer ready. Okay, so we'll start with listening. How many parts?
Listening has 4 parts.
Yeah, good. So it's a mixture of monologues and dialogues. We're not going to talk about it today. We did it yesterday. If you go to YouTube, you can watch yesterday's listening live stream. Reading, what happens in reading?
In reading, we have 3 parts.
Yeah, good. So these are 3 passages, 3 texts, about, I think, 40 questions. Very difficult. You have to read so much and answer so many questions in so little time. So you have to do special reading techniques, which we talked about before. Writing, how does writing work?
So writing has 2 parts.
Yeah, it does. Essay 1, diagram description, essay 2, opinion essay. And exciting news, we have someone in the chat. Can you see who's in the chat? You can't see the chat, can you?
No, see him.
You can't.
Nepal Trend.
Nepal Trend, yeah. Nepal is a country in Asia. Let's just put that up there. Hello, Nepal Trend. Do we know you? Can you introduce yourself? Maybe you can come on stage with us if you want to. Yes, but today the star of the show is what?
Is listening.
No, it's not. That was yesterday's star of the show.
Sorry, I'm thinking about it.
It's okay. Yeah, I get confused. We always do so many different things. Today is speaking. This is the one, my favorite one for live streams. It's the skill that people mostly want to practice because you can't really practice this on your own so easily.
I can.
How can you practice it on your own?
Well,
You speak to yourself?
yes, on English.
People might think you're a bit crazy. Yeah, you can do, it's true. But it's people usually prefer to talk to a person. These days, you can actually talk to a robot. But I think most people like to talk to a real human if they can. So tell us about the speaking exam. Whoops, I've already told us what are the different parts of the speaking exam.
Don't worry. So it has 3 parts. Part 1, simple personal questions. Part 2, short speech with questions. And part 3, hard discussion questions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So let's move on to that. There we go. Speaking. Okay, and the marking criteria. What does that mean, marking criteria?
Marking criteria. Well, it's what the examiner usually uses to give you a score.
Yes, and can you remember what they are? The 4 different marking criteria?
4 different marking criteria. So the first one is fluency and coherence.
Fluency and what?
And coherence.
That's a funny. Yeah, it's a funny word. The pronunciation is coherence. Can you say coherence?
Yes.
Yeah. What does that mean? Fluency and coherence.
I'm not kind of sure, but I think that fluency means that all my sentences make sense.
Fluency is more about the speed and speaking, not speaking slowly and not hesitating, not going, I think you're talking about coherence. Coherence is about making sense. Because we can actually talk with perfect English, but not have good coherence. We can say, my name is Chris. Yes, 26 years ago, I met a frog called Josephine. William Shakespeare wrote 40 plays. Tomorrow will be very sunny. So the English was perfect, but was it coherent?
No, it was all kind of strange.
It was very strange. So the examiner, if you're talking like that, the examiner will think, yeah, that's bad coherence. What are you talking about? Even if your English language is perfect. And what's the next one? Criterium.
So, lexical resource.
What does that mean?
Well, the tense is how you use them.
So it's not. So tense is more about grammar. This is about words. And remember, what kind of words will make the examiner really happy?
Well, for example, long words.
Yeah, if you want to get a higher score, so use more unusual words. So get your synonyms. Why say big when there's about 10 other synonyms for big? Can you give me an interesting synonym for big?
Enormous.
Yeah, good. Something like that. The examiner will like that. Specialist language, the examiner will like. Do you, for example, remember we used tennis English the other day. Do you remember some of the tennis English?
Well, topspin.
Yeah, if a word like topspin, oh, that's good. So this is a special kind of way to hit the ball. Pardon me. And then the next one is, what is the next criterion?
Yes, I remember grammatical range and accurate.
Accuracy. Yeah, so this is grammar. This is where you talk about tenses. So accuracy, is it correct? My name are Chris. Is that good grammatical accuracy? No, it's the wrong verb person. Should be my name is Chris. Okay, and range, can you use unusual tenses? For example, your favorite tense at the moment, the future perfect continuous. Can you use something unusual like that?
The past perfect continuous.
Sorry, why do I keep getting muddled up? Yeah, can you give me a past perfect continuous sentence?
Yes. Benny had been stealing the cookies for a while yesterday at 3 o'clock.
By 3 o'clock, really.
3 o'clock.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, we're not going to go into detail now, but that's an example of an advanced piece of grammar. If you can use that, the examiner will be happy. And the last one, pronunciation. Okay, so can you say the words correctly? So the most important thing is, can the examiner understand you? It's okay to have an accent. If you can speak with a perfect British accent or an American accent, a native style accent, that's great, but you don't have to. Just try and get the words pronounced correctly. You can use the dictionary to help you if you know about the international, what's it called? Phonetic alphabet. We haven't even talked about that yet, but that's another story for another day. I think we should move on. I'm babbling a bit now. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that was the listening, isn't it? We are going to do speaking. And which IELTS speaking test are we going to do now?
Let me check what test it is.
So what's the book number? What's the test number?
Book 19, test 1. Prime, right, yes.
Test, yeah, book 19, test number.
Test number 4, maybe.
Yeah, it's the last one from the book. So these IELTS books, they bring them out quite regularly. I think we might be doing 20 or 21 now. And they have 4 tests and each of the 4 skills in each test. So there's like 16 separate mini tests, I suppose. Let's see if I've got the right page. Yes. So just to make this clear, in the exam, you will not see the questions, okay? So the examiner will read them, but you will not see them. But just to make it a bit easier to help us here, we're all learners. Well, most of us are learners. We show the questions, or at least we show each part one at a time. So to make it harder, you can cover them up. Also, if you want to know in advance which test we will do, I can tell you, send me a message, I will send it to you. Some people like to prepare. It depends how you like to use it. You can use this live stream as imagine it's a real exam, or you can use it as a practice, which you've prepared for. So we've done a little bit of preparation for this, but I always add an extra new question. So Vivara will not have been able to prepare for it. Okay, so yeah, we should probably start now. It's nearly half an hour gone. So I will now stop being Chris and I will be a new person. I'll be an examiner. The way we do this is not exactly like the exam. After each question, I give a little bit of feedback, okay? Let me get my pen and paper ready. Who shall I be today, do you think, Vivara?
Some kind of broker, maybe examiner.
Okay, I think I might be French, just for fun. I mean, I think usually the examiners are native, but if it's possible, I think if they have excellent English, or maybe okay, I'll be Canadian with a French name. Okay, hello. Good afternoon. My name is Pierre Duchamp, and I am your IELTS examiner for today. Can I take your name, please? Just your first name. You don't have to give everyone your full name.
Vivara.
Vivara. That's an interesting name. Okay, so we've done the other skills. We've done writing, reading, and listening. And now it's time for your speaking exam. So there are 3 parts. We're going to start with part 1. The simple personal questions. I recommend an answer of about 20 seconds per question. Remember, always answer the question, give a reason, and give details or examples if you can. These questions are not too difficult, so they're an opportunity for you to show off your knowledge of different verb tenses, for example. Always remember to answer the question. don't show off with amazing language and not answer the question. Some students do that. Okay, so after each question, I will give a little bit of feedback. So part one, today's topic is cafes. Do you have a favorite cafe?
Yes, I have a favorite cafe in a town called Sochi. Sochi is in the north of Russia. It is named Delicious and a dot. I like this cafe because everything is fresh, and also they make toys for children and put them into the package with the food. For example, once I got French fries and fish fingers, and they put a toy into the package.
Yeah, good. So you answered the question, you gave reason and details. You like this cafe in the town, in a northern Russian town. The reason fresh, they give her serve fresh food, and they even give little toys for children. I think you got a pet cat that waved its hand like that, didn't you? It was poor. Yeah, good fluency, good lexis, good grammar, good pronunciation. Do you often go to cafes by yourself?
I do not go anywhere by myself because I am only 8 years old, so I go everywhere with my parents. But I do not go to cafes usually because the food might have gluten in it. For example, fish fingers. They have a lot of gluten in them, so it might be unhealthy to eat them often.
Good. So you answered the question. No, you don't go to cafes by yourself. You gave two reasons. So number one, you're very young. Number two, the food is not perfect for you sometimes because it contains gluten. You have a gluten allergy or something like that. Yeah, good fluency, pronunciation, and language. What do you think helps to make a cafe very popular?
I think that things which make a cafe popular need to be something like a good park close to a cafe or gluten-free food. For example,
Sorry for interrupting you. Carry on.
not things like onions, not things like sorry, I just forgot the word.
Unhealthy. Can't remember the word. I don't worry. Okay, so the answer is good enough as it is. So slightly unusual answer. You personally would like a cafe which has a park close to it, and I think a good selection of food, especially food which caters for different dietary needs. For example, a gluten-free diet. Yeah, good language and fluency and coherence as before. Why do some people prefer cafes that are part of large chains rather than small local cafes?
I think that people prefer cafes that are parts of large chains because the cafe might have more space for the cooking materials. For example, McDonald's. The cafe is known all over the world, so the local might give more cooking materials or ingredients.
Okay, that's good language. I'm not sure about the answer if it's fully true. I mean, for example, say you said, yeah, they have larger kitchens in chains. Is that true? Maybe. But you gave a logical statement and you talked about McDonald's. Is McDonald's a cafe, though?
Yes.
I mean, usually they call themselves restaurants. We don't. I don't know what we call them really. We call them a fast food eatery. I suppose it's a restaurant.
Cafe.
Sorry,
In Rush we call it a cafe. So fine.
you call them cafes.
No, in Russia.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, where you are. Okay. Anyway, It was logical and it was good English. Yeah, a chain. If you don't know that word, that is a large group of a famous one in England is Cafe Nero. Is that a cafe? Yeah. Do you know any chains? Cafe chains?
In Russia, there's a cafe, for example, Delicious and the Dot.
What's it called? The Dot.
No, Delicious and the Dot.
Okay, and that was the one you told us about before, and they're chains, are they?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just trying to think of a new question because I know we practiced these ones. To be honest, what will the question be about that I will ask you?
Cafes.
Yeah, I can't really think of a good one that hasn't been asked. Let me try and think. Okay, there we go. So you've told me about your favorite cafe, but imagine you could create your own cafe, which would be the perfect cafe. Okay, so this is similar to question 1 and 3. What would your perfect cafe be like?
My perfect cafe would be like something, for example, the food would be expensive, but there would be some reason to buy it. For example, gluten-free food like soup or something like that.
Sorry, I was having a tiny sound problem with my stupid headphones. Did you say some kind of soup?
Well, everything without gluten.
Gluten-free. Good. So yeah, not bad. You answered the question. Well, you gave details. So a cafe that would have expensive food, which sounds slightly strange, to be honest, and again, food which suited certain dietary needs, like gluten-free.
I meant good things would be expensive.
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant. It'd be expensive, but very good quality.
Yes.
Are you talking about your perfect cafe as a customer or as a cafe owner?
I think as a customer. Well, I'm just telling again what I mean.
Because most people don't like to spend a lot of money, but you mean really good food.
Yeah, I mean somebody spends lots of money, and this money is spent on doing good things.
Yeah, good. Is spent on doing good things. So yeah, that's passive voice with the past participle. Good. So even though that one you had not prepared for it, it was still good quality language. I didn't notice any mistakes, but I did notice the fluency. It was a little bit slower, wasn't it? But that's understandable because you were thinking and you were making sure you were giving using good English. Okay, now we're going to go to part 2. So can you remind everyone what is part 2?
Part 2 is a speech about some subject, guys.
Yeah, we call it the actual word they use in IELTS, the IELTS world, is the long turn. Have you heard this phrase before? The long turn? No? I can write that maybe in my classroom because, yeah, you just speak for a long time on your own. And is this a monologue or a dialogue?
Just one person.
Yeah, one person speaking. So is that monologue or dialogue?
Monologue.
It's a monologue, yeah. So you will be talking. So the process is first part of the process. The way we do it is I read out the task instructions. Then part 2 of the process, you have 1 minute preparation time with your pen and paper. Do you have your pen and paper ready? Yes.
already made some notes.
Okay, but you get imagine we're doing it for the first time. Okay, and then we get the stopwatches ready. Do you have your stopwatch ready?
Yes. Here, let me set it.
Yep. If possible, just so you can time everything. Then you start speaking for 2 minutes if possible. But then there's an extra part at the end. What's the last part?
Your question.
Yeah, I will add. The examiner will ask 1 or 2 questions about what you said. So let's start from the beginning. So I would like you to describe a place you visited that has beautiful views. You should say where this place is, when and where you visited, what views you can see from this place, and explain why you think these views are beautiful. Okay, so you have 1 minute's preparation time starting now. Thirty more seconds. 10 more seconds. Okay, so the examiner will read it out again. So I'd like you to describe a place you visited that has beautiful views. You should say where this place is, when and why you visited, or what views you can see from this place, and explain why you think these views are so beautiful. Before you start, the formula we usually use is number 1, we do a little introduction. So then we answer question 1, then we answer question 2, then we answer question 3, then we answer question 4, and then we do a finish. We try to speak for 2 minutes. Okay, when you're ready, please begin.
I'm going to describe a place I visited that has beautiful views. I should say where this place is, then why I visited it, what views I can see from this place, and explain why I thought these views are so beautiful. So I'm going to describe a place I visited that has beautiful views. This place is in the north of Sochi. It is called Eagle Rocks. I visited it last year in July, and I visited it to get onto the top and look at the view. You can see a lot of views from there. You can see Adler with its roundabouts and other fun things. You can see the big prairie, or you can see the woods. This place is so beautiful because of all the trees which grow down at the start of the mountain. I have described a place I visited that had beautiful views. I have said that this place was in the north of Sochi, that I visited it in July. that you can see Sochi and Adler from the top, and these views are very beautiful because of all the trees and the prairie.
Okay, have you finished?
Yes,
Were you happy with that?
I'm quite happy.
Okay, so did you complete the task?
Yes, I completed the task.
Okay, so you did a little introduction. So you said, I'm going to talk about this, 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 and this. Then question 1, where is it? You said, yeah, it's a place called Sochi in Russia. And Eagles Mountain or something. Was it Eagles Rock?
Eagle box.
Yeah, translated from your language, I think. You said when? Last July. Why? To see the views. Then the next question 3, what views can you see? You can say a lot of views around your area, including a city. Okay, and then why is it beautiful? You said because of the trees and the mountains. Then you did a finish. Okay, what about the timing? Did you talk for 2 minutes? Were you timing it or not?
Yes, I was timing it.
So what did your clock say?
2 minutes.
You sure? 2 minutes exactly?
Well, not 2 minutes.
I got 2 minutes 25. Did you see teacher making funny signs at you?
Yes, I saw.
What all of those signs?
Stop.
Yeah, that means go, yeah, time. Yeah. So not stop immediately, but stop as soon as possible. So really, because the examiner, they say the examiner might stop you after 2 minutes. So be careful. At least make sure you've said all of the important information before 2 minutes is up. Did you say all of the important information before 2 minutes was up? I think so, but yeah, but just try. So that brings on to another thing. It was good language. I didn't notice any errors with grammar. There might have been some small ones. The fluency, it could have been a little bit faster. Yes, were you trying to speak slowly or what?
I was trying to speak slowly.
Well, don't try and speak too slowly. They want you to try and speak like a native if you can. If you want to speak slower so your presentation lasts longer, I don't think that's a good strategy because the examiner will notice the speed is not like a native. Some good language, specialist language. You talked about roundabouts and prairies. What is a roundabout?
Well, it's a kind of electric circle with horses around.
An electric circle with horses around it?
No.
Oh, are you talking about a merry-go-round, a fairground ride?
Yes.
Oh, no, yeah, so you meant a merry-go-round. Oh, that was actually a mistake. I noticed. Okay, a roundabout is part of a road where the different roads join and there's a round section and you go from one road to another. You meant a merry-go-round where you can go on a horse and the horses go up like this and you hold the pole. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay, I understand that. But I think prairie was correct. That's a nice word. What is a prairie?
It is a big area of just grass.
Yes. So I remember we read about prairies in that book. What was it called? The Wizard of Oz. Dorothy lives in Kansas with a prairie, and you have prairies near where you live. Okay. What is the examiner going to do now?
Ask me another question.
Oh, yeah. I have to think of a question about this. What shall I say? Oh, yes. Okay, so you had a beautiful view when you went to Eagle Rock. From Eagle Rock, what is the view like from your house? Do you have a nice view in any of the rooms or your bedroom, maybe?
Yes, I have a view on the same prairie, only it is blocked by a hotel right now. I also have the Black Sea and Adler, a city close to Sochi, in my view.
Good. Yeah. So you answered the question, so it made sense. You explained your view, even said it was similar to the view that you described in the presentation. You used some nice vocabulary. Blocked. So block, it means blocking your view. It means stop you seeing something. And yeah, there was nice fluency and pronunciation, and the language seemed to be accurate. Okay, so now we have one more part. What is the last part of the exam?
Part 3.
And what is this? Yeah, so luckily there's something that can help us. What can help us thinking about the part 3 topic?
Part 2.
Yeah, so part 3 is usually connected in some way to part 2. So what was part 2 about?
About some beautiful place.
Beautiful places, beautiful views. So what do you think part 3 could be about?
Maybe about... I know the answer, but I won't tell it.
We're guessing it might be about, what's this adjective?
Beautiful
place. It might be about views, it might be about nature, it might be about beautiful things. So let's have a look, shall we? What is it about? The beauty industry. Okay, so beauty is about looking as good and as pretty as you can, and the industry is the people who make money from this, the big companies. Okay, unfortunately, I didn't know too much about this. So this is usually, without being sexist, usually something that women are interested in. I don't know much about beauty companies or products, but I know a little bit. So I did a bit of research, and obviously you're very young, so I didn't think you'd know much about this, but we had a quick chat about it before the live stream, and we kind of had a few ideas, didn't we? So this is where we can show off our opinion language. So can you give me some opinion phrases?
In my view, I think so. Let me think.
Yeah, good. Also, in IELTS, sometimes you will get this situation where it's a topic you don't really know much about. So you might have to use language which shows your lack of knowledge. So you might say something like, I'm not an expert on this subject, but I would imagine something like that. Also, some of the questions are very hard, so we can use phrases. If we don't know what to say, what can you say? Because you don't want to say blah, blah, or nothing. What can you say when your brain is not giving you any information? Remember those phrases we talked about?
In my view, I think that, let me think.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, the in my view is opinion language. The thinking phrases are things like, oh, that's an interesting question. I haven't thought about that before. Or, good question. I often think about that. And you can repeat the question back. For example, first question, do you agree that most beauty products are a waste of money? You say, good question. Do I agree that most beauty products are a waste of money? So you have 10 seconds and you're thinking of the answer. Okay, let's try this then. So do you agree that most beauty products are a waste of money?
Yes, I agree. Because most beauty products are not good and not healthy to use. So women just buy all these stupid products, and in the end they don't need them.
Yeah, good. So you answered the question. You said, yeah, you agreed. You gave a reason. You said, yeah, they're unhealthy and they don't. Yeah, I don't know if we need to use words like stupid. That's not really very polite. I know you showed your opinion. You don't personally like them. Okay, but so the examiner might argue with them. Okay, yes, but for some people, women, they make these products make them feel great. They make them feel confident and happy. And some people say you can't put a price on happiness. So what do you say to that? Is there anything wrong with them paying to feel good about themselves?
Well, the thing is that beauty products are not really healthy to use.
Oh, okay. So you think that's the more important thing. Even if it makes them feel good, they are causing problems for their health. So, okay, I'm not sure of that all of them are unhealthy. I think you're talking about certain products have been proved to be not good for skin or hair, for example. How does the beauty industry advertise its products so successfully? So I think I just did my research here. We're talking about big companies like, oh God, what are their names? Was it Chanel, L'Oreal, Estee Lauder, Maybelline? And as we know, they make lots and lots of money. How do they advertise their products so successfully?
Well, I think that they, for example, may get ChatGPT to make a pic and made a picture of some woman which has, as everybody thinks, used some face cream or something like that. But and they
Yeah.
buy it very much thinking that they will look the same.
Yeah. So when you say Chat GPT, I think here you're talking about, you say they're cheating, basically. They're using altered images. So using computer technology. Yeah. A few years ago, that would be called photoshopped or even airbrushed, even longer ago than that. And now you're talking about the latest technology. Chat GPT, probably a Chat GPT can take a photo of anyone and make them look what is considered more beautiful by doing stuff like I don't know, making the skin clearer and brighter and stuff like that, changing their body shape. So you think it's all by cheating, but any other things they do which is not really cheating?
Well, we just get some celebrity, which is very pretty, and do not get all this beauty industry on her, but they say that she has got some beauty industry on her, and everybody buys it.
Yeah, beauty industry products is, I think, what you mean. Beauty industry is not something that you can touch. It just means the whole place, the whole people, all the companies that make money from the beauty products. Yes, that is something called celebrity endorsement. I think a company will get a celebrity, maybe a famous actress, for example. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the names. Okay, a famous movie star or pop singer, and yes, say that the reason they are so beautiful, or people think they're so beautiful, is because they're using this product. And you're thinking, yeah, maybe you're saying maybe they're cheating with that. I don't know. Good. So you've talked about two things there: altered images using computer technology, and what's the other thing? Celebrity endorsement. Let's do one more, shall we? Do you think that being beautiful could affect a person's success in life?
No, because mostly if we are talking about beauty products, they are not healthy to use, and you can end with an allergy, which can be very bad. But if you are talking about the beauty which you had from your birth, then in my opinion, I think that the woman would be jealous that somebody is very pretty and they might do bad things to spoil the woman's life.
Yeah, that sounds quite possible. Good. Yeah. So you gave two reasons there. Your answer was no, being a beautiful was not good in your opinion, giving two reasons. Number one, well, what should we call this? Artificially enhanced beauty through products, you say can cause health problems. I think that's right. But natural beauty or enhanced beauty can cause other problems for women because other women can get jealous and do bad things to them. True, those are some bad things, but I have read some research on the internet which shows that people thinking people are beautiful can be advantageous, can help you in career and in personal life, making you more likely to get jobs, for example, getting a higher salary. Research has shown this. So would you not agree there's any advantages in life to people thinking you're beautiful? Only the bad things you can think of at the moment?
Only bad things.
Oh, because doesn't have to be bad being beautiful, though bad things possibly can be associated to it, such as vanity and I suppose, as we said before, jealousy. Okay, I think that is enough for now. That was good. And as I said, unfortunately, I'm not an IELTS examiner, so I'm not qualified to give a score, but I can watch it back and we can use the marking criteria. We can try and get you a score. If anyone has any ideas, send messages. Yeah, sorry? Hand up.
If you can't give me a score, can you tell me what my English level is?
Yeah, I'll try to. We'll use the criteria. I'll ask I have some IELTS examiner friends. I'm sorry?
I mean B1, B2, B.
Oh, yeah, those levels as well. Yes, I should, as a good teacher, I should really be able to give you an accurate score, shouldn't I? I think it's a very good level, obviously, for your age. I'll have to find out. C1, I don't know if it's that high, because C1 is really, really high. But I'm sure it's very good. We have to do some tests to make sure we do it. Okay, so let's just do a quick review and then you can tell everyone about next week's plans. What did we do today?
So today we did IELTS introduction, then we did IELTS book 19 speaking, then we did part 1, part 2, and did not finish part 3. Well,
we didn't finish part 3? Why not? Why do you say that?
Well, we didn't do all of the...
Yeah, but what does it say in the IELTS books? How long is part 3?
1 minute.
No, it's not 1 minute. It's about 5 minutes.
Oh.
So can you do all of the questions in 5 minutes? I don't think so. So you just do what you can in 5 minutes. Even if it's only 2 questions, you've completed it. Okay. So that was good. I hope people have learned from that. Thank you to everyone who came. I saw there were a few people watching. We saw one person made a comment, Nepal Trend. Please come again. Do you want to tell us about any IELTS, any live streams planned for the future?
So next week we are, well, I think we aren't having any live streams for next week, but the week after next week, we might have a past perfect simple live stream.
I think I want to do next week, to be honest. And then the week after, you want to do the past perfect continuous, don't you?
Yes.
I think I will do IELTS speaking. Maybe you can have a break if you want, because this is very, very hard, especially at such a young age. Or you can come if you want.
Hard.
You don't think it's hard. You might not think it's hard, but it should be hard. It is hard to say. Anyway, let's say goodbye to everyone. So can you say goodbye to everyone?
Goodbye, everybody. Okay.
Thanks very much for coming. Please come again next week. I'll let you know as soon as possible. The details, probably the same days, Wednesday and Thursday. Are those days good for you, Wednesday and Thursday?
Yes, they're live stream days.
Yeah, great. Okay, everyone, have a really nice weekend. Please come again. Over and out.
Goodbye.